Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome back for some more EVE Online. And well, with the war still raging and a first defeat on the books, we have done a tactical retreat, as we do quite often actually when we have a war deck, and we now find ourselves back in Solitude for a little bit of exploration. Should be pretty safe, pretty easy to keep an eye on local as well when there's only 3 people in local. And look at this, this is Jerick, actually the end of the high-sec pipeline, and that has one of these new effects. Looks super cool. And I just found the second Serpentisfy outpost in a row in the same system. So let's see if I can run this one effectively. See if I've learned the lessons from doing the first one, and then perhaps we'll take a look at a couple more systems to see how things are going. But yeah, this is definitely an option, of course, that you should try to give yourself. Oh man, it's animated and everything in the background, so cool. But yeah, this is an option that you should try to give yourself if you are war decked. Get a jump clone like a little bit away, not too easy to get to for your opponents. And then just, make sure that you've got chips to do everything that you want to do back in that area of space. So here we go. Serpentisfy outpost. It's been a while, although it's just been actually 10 minutes ago. But before that, it actually had been quite a while. And yeah, you start with a couple of rats right on top of your ship. And there we go. These are taken out pretty quickly. I like to go after the small ones next, since they will try to rush us, and we want to keep them in range for the... Oh, that's the wardens. That's actually wrong. I think I've got guards as well. Let's see if I can quickly switch. There they are. There's the guards. And then we're just going to go one, next, 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 and next. And so you can see they're not even aggressive on the warp in itself. So that does give you options to just snipe them out like this. And then move on to the next pack. So that one's down. Good. Let's go like that. You're next. You're next. And you are next. Actually looking at the guard then. Well, it's back here where, man, it does look good. Some of these improvements are very nice. Let's go for the next one. Like that and like that. Should be 5, and that's all the small stuff. So then we start working on the battle cruisers. In the meantime, local is still fine. And yeah, this is an old Ishtar fit that I've made that's really good for the Serpenticides. Not so good perhaps for some of the others. Really does like a little bit of tankiness. But overall, for these sites, it's basically really good. Doesn't even need any guns in the high slots or anything like that. It can usually just plow through everything. Then we get a wing leader at 19 kilometers. Still 4 out of 5 hits. So this should be fine. Full hit armor is gone. And blop, he's gone. We'll take the wing leader next. A little bit of armor damage on this one guard, but that's okay. And then we get... That was the last signature that I had to scan down here. So looks like I'll be able to run this without interference so far. Next, wing leaders. These battle cruisers, if they get very close to you, they do dish a lot of damage, but you can see that they are pretty slow, and so it's all just absolutely fine. And then with this setup, with the targets, with you not dishing out any real damage, right? I'm not doing anything to any of the rats. They do go after my guards quite often, as you can see here. A couple of shots being fired at a Garde II over here, which is actually an advantage, since they are very small, pretty tanky thanks to it being the Ishtar, and it means that there's less DPS coming on my shields. So then we get a safeguard at 50. That's still being hit perfectly, 5 out of 5, so that's about as good as it gets. And then we get the Corellum Chief Defender at 43. Look at that, halfway armor in a single volley. Second one, armor gone, and then third one reliably taken down. So let's move into room number 2. Since I did the previous one just a moment ago. Oh no, that's not alright. That's changed then. Back in the day you could use this gate without having any real problems, but now I guess you're using up the key. which means that I have to grab this red container, electronically sealed container, that's unlocked once everyone is down. in the room, and that's the key that you need for the gate. All right, let's see if I can just bounce myself close enough. Sometimes that works. All right, we are actually just flying right through the side of the asteroid, which is fine. We'll just align ourselves out. And there it is. And then here in the background, again, we get that lovely effect. And we fly out of there. Gate, one more burst, and we should be fine. Guards at the ready, mobile tractor unit at the ready. Sometimes I switch to the wardens for a couple of shots, but the last one, last sight was actually pretty doable with just the guards. So off we go. Once we align, look at that in the background. Lots of tiny little effects. So this is a pretty cool purple background effect. Mobile tractor unit. We're just going to go for the guards and try not to switch. Press F. He's at 52, so that should be decent. There we go. First volley is a perfect hit, so that's very nice. Mobile tractor unit is deployed. And then the little bit of an annoying thing, there's always a couple of rats that will spawn right on top of you, but yeah, it's just a few small ones. And then something that I do check is to see if the operator here, if the battleship aligns towards me and starts moving, because it is important for my guards to maintain good damage. Sometimes he gets stuck on a little structure that becomes annoying. And then it's better to use your longer range sentry drones. But we're already halfway through the armor. My shields are holding quite well. And again, a couple of them going for one of my guards, which is just reducing the amount of DPS that I'm taking. So I can very easily shield tank this stuff. And you can see also with this way of running the fire outpost, most of the side is still not aggressive against me. So that's an advantage. Final bit of prep. Let's take this squad leader so that we don't accidentally one-shot a small frigate after we destroy the battleship. That could become a problem for the loot, and it does become just a little bit too much, right? Just bleeding into armor. This one is already getting pretty close there as well. One final rep for the protector. Blop it, thank you very much. Then I press F to go after the squad leader, and then we have our mobile tractor unit, which now on the next tick should have locked. Yep, there it goes. And then the battle cruiser explodes, which is absolutely fine. And maybe we can try to take this guy down as well. Let's see if that works. At 18 should be doable. Actually, looking like either a Vexor or an Ishtar hull here as well. Yeah, he just got 2 shots, so he's not that tough. But again, right, overstaying my welcome just a little bit as this guard bleeds into a little bit of armor. But yeah, there we go. Sight is done. Loot is grabbed. And ooh, 60 million. That's pretty good. Scoop to the cargo hold. And then I guess we'll just head back to the Nessin gates like that. Everything is in. Yeah, mobile tractor unit is in. And so that's already very rewarding. It's not yet equivalent to my loss, but pretty soon we'll earn a new Talos, and perhaps we'll think about a way to break that setup that the enemy has with 3 accounts. It's pretty cool. It's going to be very tough to do. Maybe there's like an ECM option, but then we also need a bigger hull, I think, maybe like Tech 2 battleship or something like that, or maybe a Tech 3 cruiser. I could maybe handle them, but yeah, if you lose kill points. It's always PvP. It's really not exactly my cup of tea. But here, do we have anything new? We get a couple of refuges and then a haunted yard. So we'll just go back to Post to Win next. See if anything new spawned here, because yeah, I just did 2 Apprentice Fire outposts back to back, and that usually does mean that they respawn somewhere within a set amount of space. And so there's a good chance that all of a sudden, if we find a new cosmic signature, that it is one of these new fire outposts. So off we go to Post to Win. Let's take a look at what's happening here. And yeah, I didn't know that was actually Jerrick that has one of those new landmark background effects. That's very, very unique. it is pretty damn cool. All alone here as well, so feel pretty safe when it comes to the war deck for now. And then we have nothing new here either. I'll just go back to Nibale. I'm happy with this quick little pipe exploration that I did. I don't feel like I should be pushing my luck too much either with the war deck. Try to stay off the radar. That's basically how I'm doing it. But yeah, this is just 4 systems checked, 2 fire outposts, so maybe 6 people in local. So this is a very nice little retreat from the war deck where we can just keep playing the EVE Online that I enjoy playing in relative safety. You're never completely safe in EVE Online, of course. Last chance, we did check Nibale as well and see if there's anything here. But that's still just the wormhole and then a couple of anomalies that are quite plentiful here, by the way. So lots of chances for escalations and things like that as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this quick video. A little bit of an update as to what I'm doing at the moment. We are back in Solitude for some, so far, successful exploration. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.